Hi guys, welcome to the reading for the Pisces Lunar Eclipse full moon that's coming up on September 7th. So I think this is going to be a very interesting time. It's coming up in about a week, 5 days-ish from when I'm recording this. I'm recording this on Tuesday the 2nd. But yeah, this eclipse energy is going to be quite potent, quite intense. Eclipse season is always kind of intense. I actually did a video on what you can kind of expect, so I'll put that up in here for the eclipse season. So I just feel like this is going to be a very potent time. Very important to what I've intuitively been getting, like a really important time to like stick to our routines and schedules and still be adaptable, but it's less about the routines and schedules when it comes to like our job and blah 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 blah. It's like, what are the self-care routines that you have? What are the systems that you have in place when things get a little more challenging or a little bit tough? I did also come out with an eclipse meditation, Reiki meditation, for any of you who are struggling during this time, or if you are dealing with, wanting to clear blocks, wanting to open up the space, wanting to clear any energies, things like that are maybe like you feel like getting in the way of you, or just you want to help this energy move along a little bit better. It's super affordable. It's $11, and you get access to that right away. So if that's something that interests you, the link for that is also down below. But yeah, I think this is going to be a very potent time. Some of you could already be experiencing changes and shifts and things coming in. There's a lot of unexpected kind of energy around this as well at the time, not related to the eclipse, but at the same time, we'll say other astrological things happening. So let's see what this Pisces eclipse here is for the collective. What do we need to know about this Pisces eclipse? Lots of Pisces energy coming through. Okay, so we had the 10 of Pentacles first, then we had the, 10 of Cups, and then the 7 of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there has to do with like the High Priestess and the 10 of Cups. It's like there's this vision, right? This Pisces watery energy of this vision around what we want to materialize. 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Now, there definitely could be, we'll say like stress, mental overwhelm, feeling like not sure what to do. There might be choices I'm getting or decisions with this 7 of Pentacles that you're maybe having to make. Clarify this 7 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and the Hermit card. So lots of earth energy coming through, which is interesting, right? Because obviously the opposite sign of Pisces is Virgo. We're in Virgo season. We also have the Empress here at the bottom of the deck. So you're trying to get the most bang for your buck. I feel like you're also doing a lot of like reflection with the Hermit here, or maybe are feeling called to do some reflection around this time. It feels like around like personal gain, or again, moving in the direction of your vision of what it is that you want. Now, a lot of these cards are actually really good cards. So I feel like there's a lot of potential around this full moon. I think it's important to remember that during eclipse season, as much and as often things can feel challenging around eclipse season, it is for our highest good, our growth, our evolution, if we choose to see it that way. We can obviously choose to see it from a everything's happening to me type of situation. But in this, I feel like this is really what is going to help you grow. This is what's going to help expand you. So anything that's leaving, anything that's challenging you, anything that's like unexpectedly coming up and asking you to kind of pivot, I feel like this is the time to, again, reevaluate. We do have the Hermit, again, 7 of Pentacles, like where am I getting the biggest fruits of my labor? Where am I getting the abundance? Where am I, we have the Lovers behind that. So it's like there's a choice in what you're going to put your energy towards. Being mindful at this time around where we're putting our energy is going to be super important, because it feels like there's going to be some things that you get the payoff from, things that you align with, even High Priestess, like you spiritually align with, your higher self aligns with it, that again is going to like aid in your growth, but you can only get in that alignment if you're willing to let certain things go, or willing to see things as an opportunity for you to really get towards this vision. And the things that are leaving, the things that are changing, it might be uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean that it's not supportive or not good for us at this time. This is the Healing Waters Oracle. Let's get a card on this. We have the Mist, trust your inner compass, be led from within. I feel like that intuitive energy. And then we have these ones that flew right over. We have She Who Flows, ease, be open to change, go with the flow of life. Yeah, this Pisces energy obviously is all about going with the flow. There's going to be unexpected things coming up that I feel like we're going to have to kind of navigate, or things could be changing that are, let's say, out of our control. Doesn't always mean it's a bad thing, but we do have to be adaptable. We have to be fluid, and I feel like that's where your tools, your rituals, your support, the things that you do for yourself are going to be very important. Be open to when you do them, how you do them, what they look like, but know that as you go with the flow, as you're open to change, you're going to need tools and things to support yourself, like knowing how to show up for yourself. And that's where, again, things like the Eclipse Reiki Meditation would be very supportive for you. We also have Birth Mysteries. What are you being called to create? This is like, it's like portal type of energy, eclipse season, I always find. It's like very mysterious in some ways. Again, Empress, and we have this baby energy. So, I mean, this is an opportunity for you to really create something new for yourself, or just create, again, the vision, move in a new direction. What are you being called to create? And if you have a vision, if you have something or anything in your life that you're really wanting to have, this is saying you can have it, but you have to be open to change. You have to be open to things looking different. You have to be open to trusting the process, and not getting so attached to the stories and the limitations that you might maybe put on yourself, right? So it's really important. Even at the bottom of this deck, we have Atlantis, keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. So you are growing, and again, this is an opportunity to grow, but it's recognizing that in order to grow, change has to happen, and sometimes that change isn't always what we expect it to be, but it's supportive in the long run nonetheless. Some of you might need some time to yourself this week. You also might be very like self-focused. Not that the goals or the things that you're doing don't benefit other people. This could very much have to do with like money and career. We have the golden hour, positive omens, the great central sun. What else here for this Pisces eclipse energy? We have Earthwalk, reorientation, collective wisdom, and the natural healing. This is like giving me Virgo energy for sure. Some of you getting outside in Earth, in the sun. I'm getting like sunset or even sunrise, like being out when the sun is shifting. This is going to help you reorient yourself or balance yourself out. We also have pyramid, amplification, harmonic resonance, and cosmic union. Tune your frequency, boundaries, magnetism, and energy clearing at the bottom of the deck. So again, energy, your frequency, how you're showing up, the places you're going, and how that affects your energy. Actually, what's really interesting that I put these cards beside each other, they look kind of similar, right? With like the peak, and then you got like the doorway here. So again, your energy is going to help you stay in alignment here. So there's kind of like this this building I'm getting with the peak, like, or the pyramid. It's like there's this building to this central point. Again, there's a lot of really positive energy, I feel like, around this, but it's also how we choose to see it. We have to see the glimmers. We have to see the small moments that are showing up for us. We have to be paying attention. We have to be present. Slowing things down during this time, I feel like, would be very supportive as well. Like, just really focusing on harmonizing ourselves, reorienting ourselves. I feel like there's also too, like, this energy of, like, if you are really, we'll say, focused on your own energy, like really paying attention to it and doing things for it, I think you might also notice there's like a lot going on collectively. Like, you might notice a lot of shifts in people around you rather than it maybe happening more personally. And so I feel like there is this sense of like you finding your path, but I think you might also notice like other people around you are kind of like disoriented. This is a time of realignment. Definitely a time of realignment, whether we see it that way, like I said initially, or not, but it's definitely a time of realignment. It's definitely a time of reflecting on what we want so that we can take the actions and the steps and be in the right spaces in order to do that. Pisces is also a very spiritual energy or spiritual sign. And so I feel like, again, it's really important that we maintain our sense of our frequency, our energy, how we're showing up, our spiritual connection to things, the support that we're giving ourselves. And then pair that with the Virgo aspect of like rituals, routines, like we have to make sure we're nourishing ourselves, showing up for ourselves at this time. Look at that, we got a new moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. The next new moon is going to be in Virgo, and that is also an eclipse. So again, we're kind of in this couple week period. What else here? For this full moon in Pisces, let's get some final messages here for this. We have a new moon in Aquarius, bring love to the situation. I feel like if other people are really struggling in your life, like just be present with them, be with them, be supportive. Like, again, it might be a time where you're really giving your energy to other people or supporting people rather than like you needing it. We have the energy is gaining momentum with waxing moon. So things are building. I think it's important there's something about like being of service. It's like you can be present for other people, show up for other people, whether that's family, friends, clients, coworkers, bosses, whatever, like anybody in your life that you want to be able to provide for or give your energy to. Anytime we're interacting, we're essentially doing that. I feel like that's where you're having to focus on yourself so that you can bring more love and compassion and high vibrational energy to the situation to help support, again, what other people are maybe going through. The energy is building. The energy is going to be kind of like gaining and heightening, I'm almost feeling. And again, this doesn't have to be within you, but this could be within other people in your life at this time. And so it's important to recognize that as things are ramping up, we're going to need to be able to bring love to the situation. Love is a very high vibrational energy. And I feel like people on the earth especially, and even to ourselves, it can be self-love. We need that right now. The world needs that so much. And so I think it's really important to remember people are really going through a lot, as much as we're also going through a lot, and all to varying different degrees. So I think, like I had said in my Substack post about the September energy, it's like all we can do is really focus on our own energy. And at that time, or at this time, that's, again, going to be one of the most important things that we do. Side note, I am on Substack. So if you want to follow me over there, you're going to get all the updates of everything I'm doing. So it's a great place to stay connected. I talk about health and healing and business and the nervous system part of business and all kinds of stuff, as well as the energies for the month. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave the Substack link below. But yeah, I really feel like this is an opportunity this week, these couple weeks, to really focus on our own energies. Let's see what the advice is for this. What is the advice for this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces? What is the advice? Okay, so the first card that came out was this Page of Wands. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have Temperance. Yeah, there's patience that's needed here. And then we have this Knight of Cups. Things are going to speed up slowly. Like, I feel like there's going to be progression, but like, you might want to like really start and like go into things really quick. We also have this King of Swords, and the Nine of Swords again is behind it. So it's like there's a need to control the mind and get control of the mind and where we're going. I think this, like, it's a process, it's a journey. It's remembering that like we can start things, we can initiate things, but they might take some time. Also, I feel like it's important to pay attention to what people are saying or not saying, could be saying, or what they're doing, how they're showing up, their energy. Be mindful of your own energy, other people's energy. I also feel like if you're building anything at this time, or you're trying to build something or start something, there could be an element of like planning. It's like you're trying to figure out how to bring things together. And again, I'm getting with this Knight of Cups because he's like looking at this cup. It's like there's a lot of reflection at this time. Some of you could be writing or journaling as well. There's a lot of reflecting though, I feel like, that needs to happen. And it's about like where you're going, what you're doing, why, you know, what direction are we moving things in. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know how you're feeling with this eclipse, because I know in my personal life, I have people that are dealing with some wild shit right now. But so far, so good in my world. But I mean, that can change, obviously. Yeah, I'd love to know how you're feeling, like energy-wise, with your body. Like, are you having any like weird symptomy things? Are you going through anything that you obviously won't feel comfortable to share? Like, let me know how this is showing up for you in your life. And again, that eclipse meditation will be very supportive for you, no matter kind of what you're going through and what you want to clear, or if you don't even know what you need to clear, the Reiki will take care of it. So you literally just need to show up, and you can use it as many times as you need over these next few weeks while we're in eclipse season. So again, that is available in the link below. It's $11. So it's very affordable, but otherwise you can find me in the Soulful Circle membership, which is my monthly membership. It is now up to $33 a month. It's a small group there. I'm in that group communicating. You guys can ask questions, chat, whatever, as well as I give 3 readings a week, a monthly reading, plus a Reiki healing for the month. And then there's a whole library of Reiki healings and tools and resources that you can use to support yourself. So if that's something that also interests you, the Eclipse meditation is in there. So if you purchase the Soulful Circle membership, the Eclipse is already in there, so you don't need to purchase it twice. Yeah, that's what I got for you guys. So hopefully this resonates for you. Let me know, obviously, down below. If not, you can check out any other readings. I did also do a September pick a card, so you can check that out too. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here, as always. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye.